that's something like reading about it in a magazine, to joining up, to using the service, to using version 2 of the service. It's nice to do that kind of stuff, but it's much more elaborate. So these kind of areas are the ones that we're sort of looking at. Most of you will really just be thinking about use. You don't need to do any kind of elaborate kind of join up, sign up process, because that might just be kind of boring and mundane. But yeah, a copy of these. And then when we come to the end of the day, what we've got is something to record what you've done. So basically it's got space for the app name, it's got what was the idea, which is basically the thing that you've written on your app page. It's got how we delivered the experience, so if you just make a note of what you actually did to make it experienceable, what you learned from that and what you would do differently. So what changes would you make to the service, what you kind of what would be the next version of it. So it's just to kind of record stuff for the end of the day, but you don't need to worry about it until a bit later on. But these are all up here. Shauna?
Okay, so I'm just going to allocate you 2 testers, and the idea is you tested one at 3 o'clock and the other one at 3:15. So as Rory said, just try and keep within that time limit so that you actually get to test with 2 people. And if after you've done your first test, some kind of changes or other things occur to you, then please feel free to quickly iterate if you can before testing it on the second person. And in terms of where you test, it all depends on what your app experience is. It sounds like I'm going to have a fair few outside, but I'd suggest, made by many people, if you just kind of let whoever I've put on the board know that they're testing with you and which time slot they've got. Okay. So just so that which is correct, yeah. Right. Okay. That's good. Lunch is supposed to be here at 12 o'clock. So yeah, you can get on with it, and then lunch will be here imminently in the next kind of 10-15 minutes, and then just pile in, help yourselves, and then we'll just kind of reconvene at about 1:15, 1:30, and then you'll just be working in your groups to get your prototype ready. So you've basically got between now and 3 o'clock to make your prototype.
But also lunchtime is a good time to just generally ask people stuff about Made by Many, and any kind of conversations that you want to have that aren't particularly about completely what we're doing just now. Lunch is the time to do that. And if we take the black chairs out and kind of, will we lunch in here? So that the guys can use...